The one engaged at approximately 6 o'clock, and at going in duty with the Home Guard, and I was proceeding along Ward Road opposite Downey the Bakers, when the plane came round and I saw the bomb doors open. He circled once again and come back, and I saw the bomb leave the aircraft and go right down below the house on Pittsburgh Street and explode, and after that I think it was a blank just for a few seconds. And all the lights of course in the town was out because the electric poles were blown down. There was debris lying all over the place, and at that time there was about 6 feet of snow on the road for Fraserburgh. There was no ambulance or any transport of any kind could get out to Rosehearty. The explosion was folk came from all the different directions to help. The injured was in up to the school, up to the first aid post, and the first transport to reach Rosehearty was Tommy Phillips with a lorry of Jimmy Gibbs, and half the time he was running on the beach instead of the road with the amount of snow there was. And Bill Duncan, the insurance agent, and myself was moving around the area, and we thought it was a cat. We heard sneezing down, and we got down at the bottom of the crater and discovered it was a young bairn, and there was a beam across the bairn's throat, but it wasn't on the throat. And Bill and myself got the beam up and got the bairn up to the first aid post at the school. And the only damage in the bairn was his heel was crushed. I saw the plane, but I couldn't make the plane, but it was that low down. I would have thought it was a Dornier fighter bomber like, but in that case. There was pandemonium at the radar station on the top of the hill. The soldiers that was supposed to be guarding the station was firing here and there and all, and machine gun bullets were flying through the town. Just the time I was started.
Aye.
I was going to shoot a bug you caught.
Aye.
And was working on there with a lorry, loading on all the memories, loading on tuna clay on the child also caught up in there. I was working there. The bomber just come over here to drop it 12 bloody exactly over the sped boss.
Aye.
Plane and landed down here.
Oh, aye.
Just down here, look.
Aye.
And that's the storage here, that side the storage.
Aye.
Yeah, landed in there, the bomb.
Aye. Did they blast off like?
Aye. Richard Sharpnell bust him the side, got the rest of Peter Head, the hospital.
Aye.
Yeah, Richard.
Aye.
Jack too.
Aye.
Jack the thing, and all that too.
Aye.
Well, his brother, Jack.
Aye.
Well, he'll tell you the same and all that, because we were in the shop at the time, and Peter Simpson flop at in the garage, and bloody Steens at in the garage good, huh?
Is that right?
That's right, huh?
It's amazing.
And he said, Peter shouted to me, run! Before we got the garage door, we got the bloody Steens hat in the roof.
Aye. Gosh.
Wait.
Carried cargoes for back and forth to the islands for getting their drums made. Carried cargo to Tyree, Ben Bakula, Outer Hebrides, making aerodrums. And we was called for to the politician, the cargo boat and Whiskey Galore. We were salvaging the cargo there, and for a couple of years, and I had to come home ill and get onto the doctor, and was refused back into the Merchant Navy and failed in the medical.
It was during that time at your home that the bombing of Rosehearty took place.
The time that I was home, Rosehearty was bombed in February, I'm sure it's early the year, February 1942.
1942, that's right.
Because we were living in Loch Street at the time.
Aye.
And my brother and I had to go across and identify an niece. And the rest, some of the rest of the bodies was in the hall.
What was your niece?
Dorothy Duncan.
Is that right? And she was
You
killed.
can Neil Cruden,
Neil Cruden, aye. Aye.
her sister.
Oh, I see. Aye.
Her youngest sister was killed in the bombing. And our chum, it was weird, running up the street along here. Peggy Noble was her name then, and again her name now, like. But at that time it was Peggy Noble. She had a mark in her head, but she lived.
She lived, aye.
But Dorothy's whole head was stoved in.
Oh, aye. And so she was not in the house, she was actually coming up the road.
Come on the roadside, run the road a message.
Oh, I see.
Dorothy was biding with Sandy Gunn.
Aye, aye.
Sandy Gunn was married to Dorothy's aunt. And Dorothy and Dodie was running up here for shelter to the house, to Randy's, when the bomb started. And that's why them was constant. And William Noble, whole family was wiped out.
At that moment.
And there was nothing left there but just a big quarry hole and rubble. There was just nothing of the house left.
What's get down to Yarmouth that year, and he was in the Dundar. And this German plane sticking off to the eastern, damage.
Aye.
So, that's it a bit of it.
Aye. And you can't mind how many planes there were?
I can't mind if it was 2 or 3 or 4 money, but they were certain the Germans, because as they come in sight, we could see the swastikas on them.
But you were just a bit off Bucky at that time?
Well, I walk a while with Cowie, like the bank halfway across the north side.
And what boat was that you were in then?
That was an all Blighty, an all Zulu boat.
Aye.
She was motorised, like, but we've seen it in fact.
Aye.
And then that would have been month October, I suppose. War wasn't a long start, it anyway.
Aye. So would that be 39 or 40?
39.
39.
I see the war started in September 39.
Was there any reports, bombings, during the time like planes had passed doing the...
Well,
heard of it they did?
See, after you get off of him, you was cut off for
Okay,
the local news. You just got for it come over the radio.
At the time, aye. Now, for about this submarines you were telling us, you heard that apparently them that were waiting in the convoys were...
Oh, they can't about that.
The deep water.
Aye.
So they actually hid out in the bank.
Well, they'd been patrolling up off here, I suppose. Probably looking for convoys, but that was it. That German came to about all the deep water off the broken off Troop Heed. That's where they charged their batteries are fit, and then there was plenty deep water to sink down the phone and come and go.
Aye, the patrol boats came
Aye.
looking for them. Aye. That's interesting.